I have been obsessed with these makeup products and so should you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In case you are new here, hi, my name is Bia and I am so passionate about makeup. In today's video, I am going to sort of recap 2022. I am going to talk about the products that I was super obsessed with this year. So in case you want to check them out, just keep on watching this video because I am going to do this gorgeous glam using all of those products. But before, don't forget to subscribe to my channel in case you haven't already, and also to give this video a like. I honestly have so much stuff to show you guys. This year was a good makeup year. And I know that my voice is sounding a little bit weird, but please bear with me because I was sick like 2 weeks ago and for some reason I am still not back to normal when it comes to my voice. Every day my voice sounds different, so yeah. Oh, I forgot to apply some lip balm and my lips are dry AF as per usual. I am going to start by doing the complexion. It is something that I definitely started doing this year. I used to do my eyes before like every single time, but this year I just felt like doing my complexion first always gave me such a good guidance to my eyeshadow placement and just how everything would look in the end. So yeah, that changed. For foundation this year, I mean overall for complexion, this was a NARS year. These were the two foundations that I could just not stop using. This one was an all-time favorite already, but this one was a 2022 launch and it is so damn good. I love this one. I am almost running out of it even though it doesn't look like it. It is the light reflecting foundation. I am obsessed with this formula. It has skincare relevant ingredients. It has medium buildable coverage, but honestly one layer and I am more than good to go, and it just looks like my skin but better. And this one, it has medium to full coverage. Definitely one layer of this one has way more coverage than this one, and this just makes me feel like a doll, like zero imperfections on my skin. I love the finish. It lasts so well on the skin. It is a natural radiant longwear foundation, so it already claims to be longwear, and it definitely is. I actually recently bought the third foundation of this one. As you can see, I mean I love this formula, and recently, because it is winter now, I usually go for more full coverage, so I think I'm going in with this one. But like if you want something a little bit lighter, this is so good. This was my summer and beginning of fall foundation every single day. I could not use anything else besides tinted moisturizer on the weekends, but that's a whole other topic. So I'm going in with this one. Fall and winter just scream like fuller coverage to me. I don't know if I'm the only one, but like it is just my jam for the winter. Also, another reason why I'm using this foundation today is because I am almost running out of the other one and I'm saving it for the weekends, because on the weekends I usually go for lighter coverage. But honestly, I love these two foundations and they were definitely the two foundations that I just could not stop wearing this year. As you can see, the coverage of this one is quite insane even with only one layer. Guys, I honestly need to dermaplane as soon as possible because I was doing it so regularly, but like in Portugal it is so hard to find those dermaplaning blades and it has been sold out for so long, and I ran out of those blades and now I see peach fuzz all over. And I know that this is a very stupid problem to have, but like even my makeup application is not as smooth anymore because of that peach fuzz, which in my case personally it is not that thin. Okay guys, so just a quick overview of how the foundation looks on my skin. I love the finish. It looks so natural. I can't even like explain how natural it looks for the amount of coverage that it has. It is incredible. Okay, so now moving on to bronzer. Another product that was launched this year that I have been so obsessed with, and so should you, is the Laguna bronzing cream. Mine is the shade number 2, which is kind of the equivalent to the original shade of the Laguna powder bronzer. This formula has been my best friend. I am going to apply and show you why I love it so much. But first of all, the shade is very neutral. It's not too warm and it's not too cool, so kind of sculpts your face while adding bronze. And second of all, it blends like a dream. It is one of the easiest formulas to work with that I've ever tried, and I know that I've applied too much, but honestly don't worry, I'm going to blend it out and remove the excess. It works like a dream. It is very easy to work with and I am definitely obsessed. This formula is definitely one of my top obsessions of 2022. Guys, can you see what I'm talking about? It looks so natural and it blends so easily. I love this. If I'm being completely honest, everything that I try from NARS turns out to be one of my favorite products. I just feel like their formulas are always so good. Now moving on to blush, because yes, this year I changed things up a little bit. I'm going to do an updated complexion routine because quite a few things have changed and I'm going into more detail on that video. These blushes from Rare Beauty, this is the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush, have been definitely my favorites. They are just so freaking good. Like, the pigmentation is so good. Everything about them is absolutely perfect. I have two shades. I have the shade Joy and the shade Happy. This is Joy, which is a more reddish coral shade, and this is Happy, which is a bright pink shade. I have been using them non-stop. Today I'm going in with the shade Happy because it is a little bit more subtle than the coral shade, and I am still not quite sure about what I'm doing on my eyes. I just applied 2 dots on each side, but without dipping the product in there in the middle because this is very pigmented. But one thing that I will tell you is that I feel like this is even more pigmented than this shade. I don't know how or why, but I just feel like with the shade Joy, maybe it's because it is a little bit more intense. A little bit goes even a longer way than with the shade Happy. This shade is so pretty. I just feel like it is so cute, and honestly, if you like that cold girl makeup trend, I just feel like this shade is the cutest one to use. Back then, I only had this shade and I used it on that trend, and you guys seem to really like it on Instagram. I always blend this with my sponge. I find it to be the best way, and let me tell you that this is so pigmented and so easy to blend. Now off to concealer. This is not new at all, but I was sent PR from Tarte this year and I had never tried the Shape Tape, and I fell in love with the formula. I am almost running out of this one, and this is my third one. One of the things that I love the most about this concealer, besides the incredible coverage that it has, is the fact that if I just set it lightly, it will not crease throughout the day. And I have some fine lines. It's not really called fine lines, but like I have some puffiness in here that creates some lines on my under eye area, and this just doesn't settle into them, and I truly appreciate that, honestly. And by the way, can you believe that 2022 is about to be over? I honestly found this year so weird. I am not even going to lie. Like, I don't know what the hell happened. I loved and hated this year at the same time. I loved it because it was the first year that I worked as a full-time content creator. I risked it all, and it was a challenging year, I'm not gonna lie. And at the same time, my mental health has been a mess for the past few months, and I don't know if you relate to this, but this year was like a self-discovery year. I found things about myself, about like what I'm capable of, my mental strength. I found so much ish about myself. But yeah, let me know how you feel about this year, because I'm really curious. Don't worry about the nose situation. I know that it looks like a hot mess, but I'm going to fix it, as I always do, because I mess it up and then I fix it. And that's a life motto. Woo, it's slim again. Now for the liquid highlighter. This product I have used only like a couple times, but I am so in love with the formula that I just could not include it in this video. So I got this for Christmas, which was about a week ago. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. They have several shades and they have more golden ones, but I honestly love to diffuse my liquid highlighter and even my powder highlighter into my blush shade. That's why I always go for the more rosy shades. I was so scared of applying it directly on my skin because with my previous experience, like, this type of product tends to disrupt the makeup that is laying underneath, but like this one doesn't. It's like the blush, it blends so easily. This will not look greasy. This will just give you the most insane and the most beautiful glowing from within look that you have ever seen. Like, this is definitely my favorite formula for this type of product. Can you see the insane glow? It looks so gorgeous. It looks so natural. It is so good. And this complexion routine always gets me so many compliments. Before I apply any spray or any powder, I am going to do my brows so that I can successfully clean them with concealer if I have to, which I will. For brows, I have a launch from this year from Benefit that I have heard very mixed reviews about, which is the Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil. This has some poor reviews sometimes because it is a pencil, so as you can pretty much imagine, it will not give you a very sharp application, and I feel like this product is perfect for people like me who have very dense brows and honestly only need a little little bit of help on some sparse areas. If you need to draw your brows from scratch, I would probably recommend the Precisely My Brow Pencil, which is also a favorite of mine that I used a lot in the beginning of the year. And the only reason why I didn't kept on using it is because I ran out. And then they sent me this. But yeah, I honestly really love this pencil. This formula is very interesting because even though it is a pencil, it doesn't really feel like a creamy formula once you apply it, and they actually claim that it feels like a powder once it is on the skin. If you are worried about it being a little bit messy, because sometimes it can be, even for me, you just have to clean it with concealer, and most of the times I already do it, even though if I don't mess it, because it just looks a little bit more sharp on the lower part, and I love that look. I am not here for the 2016 eyebrow look at all, but like a little cleaning on the lower part never hurt anybody. Guys, when I was starting to film this video, my cats were wrestling on this room. Like, they play so much with each other, which makes me really happy, but like they always choose the most inconvenient times to do so. Like when I'm trying to sleep, when I'm trying to film videos in which I'm talking, aka recording audio. Now for the brow gel, like my go-to for this year was definitely brow pencil and brow gel, no doubt. And I've been loving to use the 24-hour brow setter, also from Benefit. This is not recent on the market, but I only found out about it this year because this was the year in which I got into Benefit PR list. And thank you so much, guys, for the support, because without you I wouldn't have gotten in as many PRs and I wouldn't have gotten these many opportunities. Going back to the subject, I think that this one is almost over. This gel is so good. I am not gonna lie, like on my brows, laminated brows do not look good. I do not really like going in with gel and lifting my brows because I look crazy. Like I look like I was electrocuted. It is not a look for me personally. Now moving on to setting spray. I don't know if I've only been obsessed with this setting spray in 2022. I honestly cannot remember, but I think that this goes way beyond that. This is a NYX setting spray with a matte finish. Guys, this works like a dream and it's freaking cheap. What else do you want? I cannot wait to buy the jumbo size because I go through one of these way too quickly. But yeah, I have been using this non-stop throughout the whole year. I think that I've bought this like 6 times this year. Now we're gonna let it dry. Of the setting powder, this is not new, guys. I am still obsessed with this. I have tried different formulas this year though, and what can I say? Nothing beats this one. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and it is still my favorite after like God knows how many years, maybe 3, 4, I don't know. And I am running out of this one again for like the 6th time, and this lasts you a very long time. It is very finely milled, it really gets in the pores, it doesn't look cakey ever. Even with baking and stuff, it will never look cakey, and it prevents creasing like no other. And my skin is very oily on the T-zone, and somehow with this powder the oiliness goes down a lot. I love it. It is incredible. I have nothing to point. This is one of those formulas that are pretty much just absolute gold. This blurs my skin so well. It's like I have a filter on. It looks so good. Moving on to powdered bronzer, I have one that it is one of my favorite formulas and that I have been using it non-stop this year because I love this shade of bronzer to be paired with this shade of the creamy bronzer from NARS, which is the Beach Bronzer from Urban Decay, and I have it in the shade Sunkissed. This is very warm. It is such a good bronzer. I love the formula, and let me just tell you that this is very pigmented, so just please take that into consideration and do not go in with a ton of product. I just tap. I love to pair these two, guys. I've been definitely using this one so much this year. Moving on to blush and highlighter, I have a palette that I have been so obsessed with. I can't even describe to you guys how obsessed I am with the palette, the formula, the shades, everything. So let me just show you. This is the iconic London Silk Glow Duo, and I bought it in the shade Rose Glow. If this is not the prettiest blush and highlighter palette that you have ever seen, I don't know what is, but please share. This is so beautiful. First of all, the packaging is very bougie and super hard to clean, by the way. Like, I could barely get rid of the fingerprints that I had in it. And then the formula is even better. I'm going to start by applying the blush, and first of all, I love this shade of pink. In my opinion, personally, this is the perfect shade of pink for a blush. And this blush is very luminous, so it will give you like this very subtle and beautiful luminosity on your cheeks. And I mean, look at the shade. I just feel like this pairs so well with the Happy blush from Rare Beauty. Can you see the glow that it gives? I also have some glow from the liquid highlighter, obviously. This one also gives you a subtle glow. I am definitely obsessed with this palette. I have been using this one every single day. Now the highlighter. This is so beautiful. It is a very champagne color. It is honestly so reflective but so finely milled that it just kind of melts into the skin and looks super natural. And I love to overlay it with a blush. I love that rosy glowy cheek look. Another highlighter that I was so obsessed with and that I found out about this year is this Bobbi Brown highlighter. This is the highlighting powder in the shade Pink Glow. And by the way, I have the mini size, and honestly, after having the mini size and using this product for like more than half a year and not running out of this one, I cannot justify buying the full size. It has a little bit of a hole in it, but this lasts you such a long time that if you buy the huge one, it will probably just expire. I am going to leave the last round of setting spray for last, because if any eyeshadow falls on my skin, I want it to be easy to remove. Okay, now moving on to eyeshadows. This year was the year of eyeshadow palettes for me. I went through these 4 eyeshadow palettes like crazy. The first one that you guys have seen on my makeup favorites video is this one. This is a Tartelette in Bloom from Tarte. It is insanely good and insanely perfect for everyday makeup looks, but you can also use it to create the most beautiful, like night out, more outrageous makeup looks. Then I bought this eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty this year, and when I tell you that I had to make an active effort to stop using it, because I was literally using it on like 99% of my videos, both on Instagram and on TikTok. This is the Rose Quartz, and first of all, the packaging is everything, and then the inside. I love this formula with all my heart, and I am not going to be using it today because I want to use this on my next video, which is going to be on a New Year's Eve look. And then 2 eyeshadow palettes that I've had for longer than this, like I think I bought them like 2 years ago, but that I just cannot stop wearing. And lately, I literally cannot wear anything else. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes and Master Metallics eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to open them for you guys, and I wish that I got my hands on the Ethereal eyeshadow palette. I think that's the name. The most recent eyeshadow palette he launched, but I didn't. But like, these 2 are my babies. On this one, you can actually see the amount of love. Like, this has a hole in it. But I also have a single eyeshadow to show you because I've been so obsessed with this one this year. This is the Moondust eyeshadow from Urban Decay in the shade Space Cowboy. This is the most refined glitter. This looks like fairy dust. So the bottom line is, I don't know what look I'm going to do. I know that I've used this on one of my most recent videos, but I just cannot stop wearing this one, and it is definitely my obsession of 2022. So yeah. Okay, for the sake of honesty, I'm going in with this one because I have been using this one non-stop, so I just feel like I am lying if I don't use this one on this video. I am taking the Master Mattes eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use the mattes in this, and I am taking the #1 matte eyeshadow on this palette that I used this year, which is the matte #4. I'm going to blend it all over my crease and towards the end of my brow. This was honestly my go-to makeup look this year, but I'm going to try to switch things up so that I don't repeat myself, because I know that I did something very similar on another video, but like it was on some other context. I think it was my natural makeup video that you guys really seem to love, because back then I was using this makeup look already like non-stop. I cannot believe that I already hit pan on this eyeshadow palette. It makes me sad. One thing that I've been also obsessed with when it comes to eye makeup this year is doing a brown smoky eyeliner. I feel like brown smoky eyeliner will forever be my signature makeup look. Bronzed colors, brown smoky eyeliner with a little bit of black for depth, a shimmer on the lid. That's me on a daily basis. I love that makeup look. I don't want this makeup look to look supernatural. It is not the vibe for today, so I'm going to add a little bit of depth to my crease. And for that, I am taking this matte eyeshadow, which is a deeper brown shade. This is the matte #8. I am placing it on the outer part of my lid, and then I am blending it on the outer half of my crease. I usually start by doing the eyeliner. I don't know why I did things in this order, but honestly, it works both ways. Before I apply any other eyeshadow on my eyes, I am going to do the brown smoky eyeliner using a pencil. This is the Zoeva Limitless Joy eyeliner pencil in the shade Strength, which is pretty much a matte brown. And this was definitely one of the products that I was obsessed with this year. This is so good. Honestly, this formula is very affordable. I know that this pencil costs around 13 euros without any discount, which is pretty affordable for an eye pencil. This pencil is so buttery, it is very gentle on the eyes, it is very easy to blend, it gives you plenty of time to work with, but once it dries down, it will not flake. Like, you can blend eyeshadow on top of it, it will not flake, it will not fade away. I am drawing a very messy eyeliner because I am going to blend it out. I honestly cannot wait to see the launches of 2023 because I feel like makeup has been improving so much, it has been so innovative this year. I cannot wait to see what's next, what formulas we are going to end up 2023 being obsessed with, and what trends are to come and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, I am already smoking it out, and as you can see, it blends out so easily. Zoeva is more hyped about their brushes, but this formula is so good. It definitely deserves more hype. Now for the black eyeliner, I need a restock on this one, but this was definitely the eyeliner that I was so obsessed with in 2022. The Real Extreme Precision Liner from Benefit. This one is retirement because, if I'm being completely honest, I used it so much that I am running out of it. Even the tip is already a little bit destroyed, probably because of how dry it is getting. But I am only going to do this outer part of the eyeliner because I have been loving to add this extra depth. I just feel like this pen is the easiest pen that I've ever worked with. It is so easy to apply the eyeliner with this, and it is honestly so black, so pigmented, so matte once it's dry. Out of all the eyeliners that I've worked with, this is definitely the best. Why am I shaking so much? And by the way, this is not a makeup product, but a makeup trend that I've been super obsessed with, which is the Foxy eyes. I honestly feel like that is one of the best trends that the internet has ever come up with. It is so beautiful and it is so flattering. And by the way, I am taking the black eyeshadow of the same palette and I'm going to tap it on top of the eyeliner. Now I am taking this very deep brown shade just to kind of build a transition in between the black matte eyeshadow and the other browns. Okay, so now moving on to the shimmer. Oh god, guys, you are not ready for how beautiful this looks on. If you can apply this with your hands, do so because I feel like the finish is way prettier. For me, at least the inner corner, I really need to go in with a brush because of my nails. But then on the center of my lid, I always go in with my finger. I just feel like this way it is so much more sparkly and reflective and a little bit more intense as well. I love this. This is literally fairy dust. That is the best way that I can describe it to you guys. I'm going to do one final round of setting spray. I am going to leave the lashes for last, and now we are going to take care of lips. Guys, when it comes to lips, this year I was definitely obsessed with two formulas, the NYX Matte Lip Liner and the MAC Lip Pencils, and the MAC Lip Pencils were the ones standing out the most for me this year. I mean, they were the ones that I invested on the most, like I bought so many shades, and just overall I have been obsessed with them. But for lipstick, there is one recent obsession of mine that I cannot get over, which is the Butter Gloss from NYX. This is a recent obsession, but it's honestly one of the lipsticks that I have been loving the most throughout this year. I have seen this all over TikTok and I decided to try it out. They are glosses, but they are so pigmented. I'm just going to show you guys. This is just one swipe. This is a gloss. And this is the pigmentation of this gloss. Another one that is a recent obsession of mine and that I've definitely given a lot of use to this year. Wait, what is it? Is the Fenty lip cream. I don't know if this is this year's launch, I'm not sure. I have it in the shade Fenty Glow. I love their glosses, and this one is the super pigmented line of their glosses. This is so beautiful as well, but I think I'm going in with the top one because I feel like it is the one that matches the most. And honestly, this year was the year of glosses, and I could not be happier about it because I have such dry lips and glosses are literally the most comfortable thing that I can possibly wear. This year was a good year for my lips because I was wearing glosses 24/7. Also, another lippy that I was really obsessed with this year and I cannot just not mention is this red lipstick from Maybelline. This is from their Vinyl Ink lipstick collection. I have it in the shade Red Hot, and I was wearing a lot of red lipstick during summer and spring, and this one, as soon as I tried it, I fell in love with it. It has a shiny finish, it is super comfortable, it does not transfer. at all, and it is so long lasting. It lasts all day, even with eating and stuff. It is such a great formula and it is so comfortable. It is not sticky at all. It is perfect. Like, I have no complaints about it. Since it's winter and fall, and right now I am more into neutral lip shades, that's what I'm going to do today. I really want to use the NYX gloss because it is the most affordable option, but I also want to use a MAC lip pencil because this was definitely the formula of lip pencils for me this year. Okay, so I cannot find like the perfect shade of my MAC lip pencil to the butter gloss that I want to use, so I'm going in with the NYX lip pencil in the shade Cold Brew, which was definitely also one of my obsessions this year, but in comparison, I still prefer the MAC lip pencil formula. But like, when it comes to this cold brown shade, it just matches so perfectly. I have been using this combo a lot. Oh, and how could I forget this? This lipstick. This is... How did I forget this? This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. And guys, you have seen me wearing this so many times this year. Like, so many times that it's actually insane. The only reason why I think that I forgot about it in this video was because lately I have been going for a lot of glosses, and since I found like these really pigmented glosses, I have been using these a lot. This one is so good and it's very comfortable too. It does transfer, but it's a soft matte formula, so it is super comfortable for people like me who have super dry lips. And now the gloss. Honestly, this combo is incredible. I just love NYX lip products. I feel like they are so good and they have such a good price point, and this is such an affordable lip combo, guys. I know that with my code I look fantastic. You can buy this one for in between 5 or 6 euros. I can't remember, but I used my code and it was something like that. Do you see how well the colors just work together? Now moving on to lashes. I was always using Ardell lashes and they are absolutely fantastic, but this year I found out about Kiss false lashes. They are not new, but like, I simply never tried them before and I have been obsessed. I love these ones, which are the Ritzy lashes. I want to try more, but like in Portugal we barely have anything. I have used these like 3 times, so they are probably about to give up on life. Hey guys, I am back. I went off camera to apply my false lashes and a little bit of mascara, and this is a final glam. Like, can you see why I have been so obsessed with this product? They just give me the most flawless base, the most flawless eye look, the most flawless lips. I love each and every one of these formulas, and I am definitely taking them to 2023. I mean, they have a special place in my heart. But anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video in case you haven't already. And in case you guys want to see more content from me, I am going to leave another video in here, or a playlist maybe, so that you guys can like binge watch my content if you feel like doing so. Bye guys, and I will see you on my next video.